So in my last video, I shared a simple four-step model that I've been using for more than 15 years to diagnose and troubleshoot my own energy levels when I feel disengaged or demotivated at work. And what I do want to do in this video is to use a real-world case study to illustrate how I've been applying it in the hope that you have more choices and you have more comfort and competence in applying it in your context. So let me give you the context. So the purpose of my life is to disrupt the needless destruction of human potential. And this was influenced by something that happened to me when I was a child, maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old. I remember way back, maybe when I was 5 years old in Calcutta, I used to wait all day for my dad to come back home after work, probably like most children. And when he came back home, I would usually be watching from the balcony when the siren went off, and when he started walking out from the factory where he used to work. And when I would see him, I would go and hide in the staircase. And the moment he came up the staircase, I would try and scare him. And either he was genuinely scared or he pretended to be scared because he knew how much of a kick I got. And then once he came back home and maybe had his tea, and then the most beautiful part of my day would be playing with my dad. There were some days, however, when he would come back and he would look like someone just crushed his soul. He was so sad. He would sit down at the table, talk to my mom. I did not understand what was happening. All I understood was something bad happened to my dad that day. I did not realize that in that moment I decided that when I grow up, I would never let that happen to anybody's dad. And that's defined the trajectory of my career. That's why I do what I do. My mission in life is to work with organizations who have complementary values or shared values, and try to do as much good for as long as I can, such that long after I'm gone, the moms and dads and everyone who works in that company goes home with a smile on their face, with a spring in their step, and with a sense of joy, pride, and fulfillment for what they accomplished at work. So that whoever might be waiting for them at the end of a long day at work uh, gets energized by their presence, and they have love and joy and energy to give to whoever is waiting for them. So now let's bring back the conversation to the four-step model that I use to troubleshoot my own motivation. So one of the ways that I live my life purpose is by shooting videos like this. Because I hear a calling that there might be someone out there who is struggling in the dark, trying to navigate a tough challenge. And there is something that I have to offer, which, even if it's not the solution, will light up a spark that will help them find their own unique solution. And so videos are a very important part of me living my life purpose. But the problem is my videos suck. And if you think that this is a horrible video, you should go back and watch some of my earlier ones. So there were times when, not too long ago, I was experiencing a dip in my motivation and I was trying to troubleshoot what's going on. So I used the first step in the diagnostic, which is a sense of purpose. And I started asking myself, is my life purpose still the same one that I thought it was? And the answer was yes, it was a check. I still want to disrupt the needless disruption of human potential. I want moms and dads to go home with joy in their heart, with a smile on their face, a spring on their step. So that's not the reason my motivation was low. The second was the sense of choice. I asked myself, do you still want to shoot videos as a way to reach your audience? And the answer is yes, because I am an introvert. I don't like going to networking events, meeting tons of strangers. I'm also a person who needs to see my family in the morning and at night. I can't be away from my family. So if I am to make an impact in this world, and if I am to help as many people as I can, traveling to conferences, being on the road all the time is not a valid choice for me, not a helpful choice. So videos are still meaningful. It's a right choice because I can reach you from the comfort of my office and go back and see my family. So the second step of the diagnostic was a check. I still like the choice. Let's go to the third step, which was a sense of competence. Am I getting better at my videos? Here, the answer was no. Man, my videos were so embarrassing, and I knew they didn't look good, but I didn't know what to do. When I identified this, I asked myself, I asked the universe, what can I do? And the universe suggested that I get help from a video coach. So I hired an amazing video coach, and she told me a step by step process on how I can shoot better videos. The first step being create a nice set. So if you look at my surroundings, all of this is because of my video coach. I have some plants, I have my favorite books which have changed my life. I have a picture from my nonprofit Agile for Patriots, which reminds me of the good I have done. And I have a picture of my organization, Org Whisperers, that reminds me of the logo and the essence of our organization, which is the ocean wave. So the problem was I was not getting better at my videos, and then I used my four-step model to diagnose and identify the problem, got some help, and now my energy level is back, and you can probably get a sense of this by watching the video. And the last step was, am I making progress? And I would like to believe that as I am touching different lives and I'm hearing messages from people who tell me how either a training, coaching, consulting engagement, or a video help them uh, lead a more fulfilling life, it reassures me and reaffirms that I am making progress towards my life goal. So, this is a real world example of how I use the four-step model to troubleshoot my own motivation. And I hope that this makes it real to you. And I'd love to hear from you. What did you learn from this? How can you apply this? Or if you have a better way to diagnose and troubleshoot your engagement, I would love to know so that I can integrate it in my life. So until our next conversation, thank you. Bye bye.